The Myth Armory is filled with various interesting weapons and tools, from swords that stretch from one end of creation to the other, to hammers that shatter mountains, to vials of water that can cause one to forget themselves. And then there are even things like today's entry, a pot that can bring even the dead back to life, the Cauldron of Rebirth. This magical cauldron makes its first appearance within the second branch of the Mabinogion, an epic Welsh literary work. In its story of origin, it's a gift from Bron the Blessed, a giant king in the story, to the King of Ireland after a rather tumultuous maiming of horses and a disagreement as a means to smooth things over. Don't worry, I'm working on that video too. Bron had been gifted it by a large Irishman who had fled Ireland some time prior, and with good reason. The man and his wife were welcomed by the king and the people at first, but they quickly turned against the carrier of the cauldron and put plans to kill the man. They built a house of iron and set coals ablaze around it, yet he managed to break free with the cauldron and his wife in tow, arriving in Wales sometime later to bestow the gift upon Bron and to expand his reach and give strength to the nation. And Bron is returning it now. And with that, he gives it to the Irish king and explains that if a man were to die today, his body could be placed in the cauldron and that man would come back to life, fighting fit. There, of course, is one drawback to resurrection. The man who's revived has all of his skills and strengths, but lacks the ability to speak. With the cauldron in tow and its magic back at his disposal, the king returns home, and eventually the sourness of that horse maiming stirs the people to aggression, and the Irish king to enact punishment upon Bron's sister, Bronwyn. Something that leads to a great conflict that reached the Emerald Isle, and the cauldron to be filled with the corpses of Irishmen that were brought back to life, though stripped of their voices. The cause of that horse maiming then sacrifices himself to shatter the cauldron, and the day is not won, but not lost either. Neither side truly stands better than the other. What is it that the latest entry of the Myth Armory does? Simple. By merely placing a body within, giving it time, life can return to it, keeping its talents, skills, and strength intact, while stripping its voice. A dangerous item, to be sure. One that is now gladly locked away in our Myth Armory. As always, thanks for watching, stay hydrated, and be good people.